Today we're gonna make peanut butter blossoms, a favorite Christmas cookie. I'm Nikki Gleckis and this is Nikki's Modern Mediterranean. Peanut butter cookies are one of my favorite must-have cookies to make during the holidays. I've been making this cookie with my mom since I was a little kid, and now I enjoy making them with my kids. So to get started, we're gonna combine our dry ingredients, which are 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So give that a little toss. I'm gonna leave this set aside. Next, our wet ingredients. We have 1 stick of softened butter. Take this out the day before you're baking so it's nice and soft. So we have 1 stick of butter, a half a cup of light brown sugar, a half a cup of granulated sugar, and 3/4 cup of peanut butter. I'm gonna put that all in this bowl. And I remember doing this as a kid. This was one of my favorite cookies to make. My mom would always do the mixing part, but I always got to unwrap the Hershey Kisses and I would eat some too. So we're gonna mix this together with a hand mixer. Once we have that all combined, we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla and 1 egg. Whisk that together. Next, we're gonna add in our flour mixture slowly. So this is usually the job that I give my kids to do. So I'm gonna put in a little bit there, whisk that together. So I'm gonna take this mixture, just gonna put this into a nice little ball, and I'm gonna stick this in the fridge for at least 40 minutes to get nice and chilled before we start rolling out our cookies. I've taken the dough out of the fridge and it's ready to roll. So for holidays, I love to bake lots of different cookies and to package them and give them as little special treats to different people in my life and our neighbors and all of our friends. So I'm gonna give our peanut butter cookies a little fun, festive twist. So I'm gonna take our peanut butter rounds that we have here and I'm gonna roll them in different sanding sugars. So this is where you can really incorporate the kids into helping you by having them roll them in sprinkles or different sanding sugars to give them that little holiday feel. We're gonna put them right on a non-stick baking pan. You could also line the pan with parchment paper, but I love these really fun colored baking pans here. So trying to make them all nice and even, but I'm gonna do a little red. Now they have all these fun Hershey Kisses, not only the milk chocolate, but they also have the white and chocolate striped ones, which are really gonna add a nice twist to our cookies. We've rolled our cookies and now we're gonna put them in the oven, 375 for about 10 to 12 minutes. When we take them out, then we're gonna add the Hershey Kiss. Our cookies are ready. After you take them out of the oven and just let them cool for about a minute, next we're ready to put our Hershey Kisses in. So I'm gonna take our chocolate Hershey Kiss and you just press it gently down into your cookie. It's still nice and soft. It always feels like Christmas when I'm baking cookies. For the full recipe, visit nikkigleckis.com and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Today we're gonna make these delicious oatmeal raisin chocolate chip cookies, perfect for the holiday season. To get started on making our oatmeal raisin chocolate chip cookies, we're gonna start with 2 sticks of butter that I have already softened here. So we're gonna add that to our mixing bowl. So we have 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 3/4 cup of brown sugar. And with our hand mixer, we're gonna mix this until it's nice and fluffy. Next, we're gonna add our egg and our vanilla. So we're gonna crack our egg on the side. I always say that. Make sure you don't have any shells in there. Add 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Continue mixing. Next, we're gonna add our dry ingredients. So we have 1½ cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna add to that 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We're gonna add it right to our flour and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'll toss this together. And now we'll slowly add in our dry ingredients to our mixture. Now that we have all of that combined, we're going to fold in the rest of our ingredients, which are our oats. So we have 3 cups of old-fashioned oats. And just fold that in. We have 1 cup of raisins. Mix that in. And last but not least, our chocolate chips. So I'm gonna do 1 bag of chocolate chips. And really to get all of this really nice and combined so that we can put them on a baking sheet to cook, I'm gonna actually use my hands for this because I gotta get the butter to be all over this entire mixture, and it's kind of hard to do it by folding it in, so my hand works perfectly. So I've preheated the oven to 350 and I'm gonna just spray our pans. So I'm gonna take our mixture, about a tablespoon I would say, roll it, and I'm gonna put them down on the baking sheet. I can't wait to dig into these oatmeal raisin chocolate chip cookies. For the full recipe, visit nikkikleckis.com, and don't forget, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for more entertaining tips. Today we're making eggnog cookies. To get started on making our eggnog cookies, we're gonna start with mixing our butter with our sugar. So I have 1 stick of butter. It's nice and soft. And we're gonna mix this in a mixing bowl with 1/2 cup of granulated sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. We'll use the hand mixer for this until it's nice and fluffy. Next, we're gonna add in our eggnog. So we have 1/2 cup of eggnog. We have 2 egg yolks. So we'll do a teaspoon of vanilla. Mix that together. Next, we're gonna slowly add in our dry ingredients. So we have 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix this, and now we'll slowly add it to our wet mixture. Now we have our mixture all ready. We're gonna spray some baking sheets. I've preheated the oven at 350. Now we're gonna scoop our mixture in like about a tablespoon onto our baking sheets. So I'm gonna use the measuring tablespoon measurer so that I can ensure that they're as close to the same size as possible. Put them in a round ball. So we've taken our cookies out of the oven and they are cooling. So while they're cooling, we're gonna make our eggnog glaze. So we're gonna take 1.5 cups of powdered sugar and we're gonna whisk that with 3 tablespoons of eggnog. We're gonna do 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And we're gonna whisk that to make our glaze. Once your cookies have completely cooled, then you can glaze them. So we have our glaze right here. Dollop it right on top of the cookies. And now we'll let them completely cool with the glaze, and then they're ready to enjoy. For an extra festive touch, we're gonna add a little bit of white pearl sprinkles on top. Just add it right when the glaze is still wet, and they will harden up. These cookies are ready. For the full recipe, visit nikkigleckis.com. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for more entertaining tips.
Today we're making Ritz peanut butter chocolate cookies decorated for the holidays.
These no-bake Ritz peanut butter chocolate cookies are so easy. We're gonna have Nicholas make them. So here we go, Nicholas. We have Ritz crackers. You're gonna take some peanut butter, put it on one side of the cracker, and then you're gonna make it like a little sandwich. Okay. So we're gonna see if Nicholas can do this whole recipe by himself. Well, you can't break the, you can't break the
These
cracker.
are so weak.
They're Ritz crackers. All right, eat that one. No. Okay. Let me try it again.
Let me try it.
Nice and gentle. Spread the peanut butter over the Ritz cracker. Nice and simple. Get it all the way to the edge and make it a little sandwich like that. So that's the first step. Try to spread the spread the peanut butter on the edge. And then you can hand it to me and I'll make it a little sandwich. Okay. Ta-da. So that's the first step. So now Nicholas has made 12 of our little Ritz peanut butter sandwiches. So we're finished with our peanut butter. And next we're gonna melt some chocolates. So we have chocolate bars, semi-sweet chocolate bars that we're gonna melt in the microwave. And I'm gonna let him do this. Dip them in the chocolate and we're gonna put them right onto parchment. So our chocolate's melted. So now we're gonna dip our sandwich, peanut butter Ritz sandwiches into the chocolate and put them on parchment. So Nicholas, I'm gonna dip one and show you. When we're finished. There we go. I'm gonna shake off the excess and put that right down on the parchment. Okay. So now that we've dipped all of our cookies, our Ritz peanut butter chocolate deliciousness, we're gonna do little sprinkles to make them Christmassy. All right, not so many. A little bit on each. Some candy canes on each one. There we go. Our festive cookies are ready. We're gonna have them chill, and then we're gonna try them out.
For the full recipe, visit nikkigluckus.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Happy holidays.